allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do you guys mind if I crack this window a little?
No, I'd be fine with me. It's a little stuffy. Good morning.
Morning.
All right, I'll make an motion to approve the amended...
Just a second, I haven't added mine.
Oh.
Okay, I need to change the date of our budget amendment to May 18th at 8:35 instead of May 11th. I haven't had time to even put that together with being off this week.
Okay, May 11th?
Changing from the 11th to the 18th.
This is budget
In addition
amendment.
to this.
Budget amendment.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna make a motion to approve an amended agenda to include moving the budget amendment from May 11th to May 18th, and adding a work order in the right-of-way on States Avenue for a tile repair.
And just put in that was talked about last week, but it didn't make
Yeah.
the agenda, so I would second Rick's motion.
Any, discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Then agenda approved. Minutes of last week's work.
I looked them over, I didn't see anything wrong with them. I make a motion.
I'll second.
If you wanna look at that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes approved. Do we have anyone, public concerns, anyone online?
Todd, on that?
Zoom? I don't see anything on Zoom on my end.
I think you can do that.
Yeah, you can turn it towards you if you like.
We can see them up there.
Yeah.
Well, you can. Bruce can.
I'm not worried about it. Eric starts making faces behind my back.
Check and say I did.
Morning.
Morning.
You have any questions about my jailer thing?
Do we have,
No.
I think that's on the agenda, yeah, she just as needed, she used to work at the jail before, and...
He was supposed to, I do not see him.
Out at the hospital, so she's looking to try to get a little extra.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's cool.
Should I try and get a hold of him?
you might, and someone might just, send word and see if he's, got time sometime here in the next hour.
Is it Todd?
Oh, he knew he was...
He's just gonna give us an update
Oh.
on Sheldon Park. The other day, he said he tried calling in and he couldn't,
Couldn't get
for
in.
some reason, he couldn't get logged in on the
Mhm.
Zoom part of it. I could call him and
I think Peggy might call him.
she might have asked if he was the one that was calling in.
Okay, you have to be really strong.
No, he's pressing little,
Oh, press it, oh, God, I'm
They're child-proof.
Jeez, more than childproof.
so beautiful outside, we should be
Yeah.
sitting out in the parking lot having it.
Stuffy in here.
Yes.
Yesterday it was beautiful.
Oh,
Gosh, it's
yeah.
nice. Oh, actually, the weather's been so nice this
I've been
last
working
week.
in my yard, and then I feel like
Yeah,
I
blisters.
can't hardly wait to go to work.
Oh, my gosh.
I've been doing edging and, and then my wife, honey,
Be careful, Bruce, you're on record.
I know.
We don't talk about our spouses on live TV.
Yeah.
All I got is the answering machine. Oh.
I'll send him a message and ask if he wants to call me.
Obviously, we know it's just the update,
Yeah, you can call and do it over the speakerphone.
Sheldon Park. I just got a text from Todd that said that he asked Trish to take him off the agenda, but, I got the volunteer. No, thanks, Ted. Okay, well, we'll just scratch Tom for now, he knows he's always welcome, Russ.
I went out by them here last week, they're looking nice.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah, they really look nice.
All right,
Oh.
yeah.
I didn't-
I'll make a motion to approve claims of $250,196.94, and drainage of $17,863.92. Does that appear to be right, Peggy?
I will second.
Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Claims approved. We have on the agenda the review of the continuity for our COVID-19 plan. Any thoughts or comments on that?
The reason I put this on there was because we were a little bit behind last week when we had it on last week's agenda. I'm trying to find my note here that I wrote. We originally approved this on March 30th. That took us from March 30th to April 10th. Our second approval was on April 20th, and that covered the 13th through the 24th. And then our third approval, which we just did last week, runs from the 27th to May 8th. So if we want to continue it past May 8th, we need to approve it again. Yeah. Or up till May 8th, I'm sorry. The 27th through May 8th would be today.
And things seem to be running fairly smoothly. what
Yeah,
we're doing.
everybody has said that it seems to be running really well, and,
Being able to keep up and everything.
Yeah.
yes.
And Dave says the drop box seems to be working fairly well for people,
I've had some good comments from people, yeah, they like the drop box, so,
so that might end up being a permanent fixture.
yeah.
Wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, that way you can drop stuff off after hours,
Whenever you want to, yeah.
weekends, and,
I'll make that motion to extend the COVID-19.
I will second it.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So, Peggy, did you say that? No, officially it would be through May 8th?
Yes,
Okay.
subject to change too, because it does say, every 2 weeks, and it gives you the authority to change it too, so.
Okay, very good. I'm just moving along down the agenda. Looks like,
Is that Veterans Fair?
yeah. Do we have anything on the Veterans Affair?
I don't have anything.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought I laid copies with all your stuff.
Well, what's under,
It was- and it
look
came in
underneath,
yesterday.
Okay.
look
Oh,
underneath,
there it is.
that's underneath that big book.
No,
I got
Eric, you
you.
may not have this, I'm sorry, 'cause it
that's
just,
okay, Peggy. I'll let everybody look at it. If there's anything that jumps out, just say so.
we was down this past month.
That's good. I like that little graph that he gives us.
How, have we had any funerals since this started? I didn't know if they were, being they've cut the limit, or limited the people, I didn't know how that worked at the veteran.
Hooked is the problem.
I don't think we've had any for a while.
There you are.
I think the last one was Lloyd, wasn't it?
Well, he wouldn't be under Veterans Affairs.
No, but I'm just talking about a funeral in general. Can you guys still go and represent them?
That's one person.
One person.
The governor has limited funerals to 10 people, period. That includes the undertaker.
Wow.
So, I was out a week ago and presented a flag on one, out at, Zion Lutheran Cemetery, out on the Orthodox out. That's, yeah, we're limited to 10 people.
I know that some of the funeral directors have said that they are, when this is all over, they might end up coming back and having memorial services for people that they've already buried.
Yep, that's what they're talking about.
So, I would make a motion if Dean didn't send anything that Any objection or anything to the question, I would make a motion to accept his quarterly report then, as printed.
We have a first and a second, Eric.
All right, here a second. All right, any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
We have section 423, the rate of $50.32 an hour.
I'll make a motion. Cory was just in and said she's worked there before, and, they're putting her back on temporarily. I'll make a motion to approve it.
I'll second.
Any further discussion?
I think this helps out a lot on overtime and things like that, gives people breaks from working too many hours, so.
I agree. Good thing.
Sounds good. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Other one, we, we'll run through committee reports if there is any.
Okay, I'll start there. I had one meeting this week, the regional landfill on Tuesday evening. I did attend that meeting. We had 4 board members, and then the staff was there, so we had a total of 9, I think. Of course, we're in a large room. Nothing too pressing, it's just, it's amazing how long some of this stuff takes to discuss. It seems rather simple,
Yeah.
especially when you have Zoom. It seems to get a little more lengthy.
Forever.
So it was a 2-hour meeting, which should have took maybe half an hour. But that was about it. There's really no way there, but now they've got it back open to the general public. It seems to be working fine, so that's good. They only had one change, was the commercial lawn care people in Fort Dodge are struggling to find a place for their grass clippings and stuff, because the city won't take them anymore, because they're full.
Oh.
So they wanted to bring them to the landfill, and because the DNR changed the regulations due to this COVID thing going on, that they could bring them to landfills, but the board voted against it, like 7-3 or so.
Wow.
Oh.
And I don't know why, because now I don't know where these people are gonna go with these lawn clippings. So they'll probably dump them on the shoulder of a gravel road somewhere.
That's probably what'll end up happening.
Yeah.
They don't have a compost pile down there?
The compost pile is full. No,
Don't they, I mean, people up in Humboldt, they go get that after it's...
they have so much compost in Fort Dodge, they have no room for the new stuff coming in.
Wow.
So that's the problem.
Yeah, I can-
Yeah. And so it was, that took half hour, 45 minutes of discussion.
I'm sure.
But, so that's all I had. I think, I don't believe I visited with anybody else. I did go out and look at more drainage issues, but they were small. That's it for me.
Okay, on the 23rd, I had, Thursday night, lesson done for a CFR meeting, and if you thought that your meeting was long, it was borderline 2 hours, so, and it round and round and round.
I know.
And every motion made, they got to roll call vote, because they can't see who's
Can't
voting.
see who's,
Yeah.
and who made the motion, and you can't hear.
That takes twice.
Takes a while.
Friday, they had the, juvenile detention meeting, and I was gonna stop at Clarion and listen Rick Rasmussen, well, I got caught in a line in Eagle Grove, so by the time I got out of the line, I didn't get there, so I didn't get the, he said it was pretty simple, so, and today I'm supposed to call in for my ministerial meeting, but that's all I've had.
Was Central Iowa juvenile detention in person, or?
No,
Okay,
no.
go from?
I didn't even get there to listen to it on the phone, they had it on Zoom, I'm sorry. That's all I had.
Okay, Tuesday I had, kitty cat daycare, and everything is going over there really well. They're pretty full, or not completely full, but close to it.
Oh, good.
They had their licensing inspection, believe it or not, was it last week or the week before, I can't remember, but anyway, she got a great review.
Good.
So she said that there's, they like that there's an increase in, focus on curriculum, so they're actually, they're not considered a preschool because they're not licensed that way, but they're actually doing the work of preschool, which I think is a benefit, to the kids going there. They said that they've done a really good job on, meeting the demands of what is needed for the COVID-19, that she was really impressed with how well that the staff has done. And just overall, she was very happy with the facility. So everybody, I think that'd be a good, so we're gonna use that as another, marketing kind of type tool, that, hey,
Good.
we're really trying to strive out there and things like that. Of course, the, school-age kids have gone up, so, because of the
Yeah, it's no school.
no school, so that helped. Then also, on Tuesday, I had a NACO, COVID call. Again, it was just explaining more and more the care and where, care money, where that's all going to. I'll get into that a little bit later. We had Grassley on Friday. And then Wednesday was crazy, the 22nd. I had a CSS, meeting, and that was 2 hours on Zoom, and from 10 to 12, or almost 12. And then at 12 o'clock, we had CSS Children Behavioral. So I'm on that board also, so they've kind of broken it up into different, categories. And so they were putting the board together, and that was a 2.5-hour meeting. And, they want it from all, they have to have people from parents to psychologists to, school, you know, all these different areas. So they invited a bunch of different people on that, and so we were all kind of giving our thoughts and where we'd like to see it, and then we'll come together as a board. I think it's quarterly on that one, that we'll do that. And then Friday, we had the ISAC COVID call, and, Grassley was on that. The biggest thing on that is a lot of, money is going to populations of over 500,000 to get it individually, otherwise it goes to the state. Well then, so they're trying to get it, he's working on it for the next one, but there's more going to the counties or the cities. It doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be 500,000, because Iowa doesn't have one
Right.
that has that. So they're working on that. The other thing he brought up that I was interested in, I gotta get with Michelle, Slater at the hospital on this, is, if hospitals, and I don't know how I know the Humboldt, it's a Humboldt County hospital, but if it's 50% less funding from the county, then they can get that PPP, that payroll money. So I was he brought that up too. That was something that they, distinguished on that. Pretty interesting, busy. That's it, sorry, I didn't do that's it.
Tuesday, I listened to Steve King's town hall meeting. They're getting more interesting all the time.
Yeah.
People calling in and stuff. Then Thursday, I had a Zoom meeting on the Midas. That's all I had this week.
All right, I didn't have any extracurricular meetings, I did look at a couple of drainage issues. One of them was the one that we just approved that works the right way, talked to Dad about that, so nothing extracurricular meeting-wise to be left. Do we have, Steve Hutchinson, with us? Yes. Hi, Steve. Hi. You're going to give us a very brief overview of the audit. Yes, I am. So, go ahead and, let us know what you got. All right. Once again, it was a pleasure to do the audit this year. What we issued a unmodified opinion, which is what you want to have. The financial highlights, revenues were up about 15%, which is about $1.9 million. Program expenses, were down about 28%, or about $3.8 million. Your net position overall increased 23% or $4.5 million. Overall, that everything included, including your capital assets, which includes roads and everything, is $37 billion at the end of June 30th of 2019. All major fund balances were up during the year. Total cash was up $2.1 million during the year. There were no disbursements that were made with all disbursements were within your budgeted limits. We only have one internal control deficiency, and this was regarding fixed assets. There's a difference between our computer system recording of things and yours. If we get back to a point where we can actually do some face-to-face, I'm going to work with Chris at the auditor's office, and we'll try and get that fixed.
Okay.
But overall, I hope there's any questions you have.
I don't have any questions.
Nope.
No, I don't have it either.
Well, Steve, thank you for taking time to run that by us, and I like the general overall numbers sounded good audit-wise. Yeah, they did, the numbers were really good this year. Excellent. Anyone else have anything for Steve? Questions?
Nope.
No.
No.
We do need to have a motion to accept and place this on file.
I'd make a motion to accept Anderson's 2018-19 audit report as printed.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Placed on file. Thank you very much, Steve, for the update and for the audit. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure doing business once again.
All right, thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
Being that we got our dear friend Ben there, waiting patiently, is it, fine, it's at 9:05, but we get Ben to get his business taken care of?
I believe there's nothing too controversial on the,
Yeah.
Normally, we could make him wait 2 hours, but if he's 5 minutes early, would be all right.
Put him down as 10 minutes early.
I'm okay with early, that's fine. I'm okay with late, either way. So this morning, I've got a couple of applications to work in the right of way, and you guys can make the agenda, copy of them. First application to work in the right of way is for Phil Hendrickson. This is to do dust control in front of his residence. For whatever reason, Phil does not like, Phil Co-op's, staff that they use, building consulting, so
All right, I'll make,
calcium chloride, so be it.
yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the work in the right of way for Phil Hendrickson on Quebec Avenue in section 35.
I'll second it.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes. The second item that I've got on the agenda, the one that you guys amended to, that's to, application work in the right of way for Anderson tile repair and excavating, to replace and fix an intake that's on county main in the northeast corner of section 24 of Grove Township on the west side of States Avenue.
If everything's all in order, I'll make a motion for that work in the right of way on States Avenue.
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None approved. I don't see anything else. You guys, anything else pressing going on? I was just gonna update you guys, Conservation is borrowing our loader this morning. They're gonna get, 20-30 truckloads of dirt from our pile west, just east of town by the old landfill to finish up around their new cabins so that they can get some seed cast out. I didn't see a problem with it this morning. We weren't using the loader and got extra dirt, so.
Okay.
So they're gonna scare the rain away?
I hope so.
The minute they put the grass seed out, it won't rain.
Yeah, we want it to rain.
Say,
Our mower tractor was returned back to us on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Telling you that they've got all of the kinks worked out in their design. They changed a couple of things. They changed the thickness of the gauge of the hydraulic tank that goes in the wheel well. So, knock on wood, we shouldn't have any problems with this unit.
okay.
Last week, we drove bridge piling for the North Pier line on the bridge on Virginia Avenue, and encased the stems in concrete on Friday afternoon. So we're moving along on that one. We did the road groom demo on Thursday. They were working their way through town on their way to northwest Iowa. We had them do a short demo between Berkmer Road and Tim Burris's, and then we took them up to the winding road south, that runs southeast out of Bradgate. What was your impression of that, Ben? Mixed bag, really. I didn't think it did a very good job on the stretch of road that runs to Tim Burris's, where we just recently rocked. It did an okay job on the stretch that runs southeast out of Bradgate. Ultimately, I think it would do a better job if we'd have had it here in March.
Yeah, when the roads are softer.
When the roads were softer. I mean, the roads are really pretty firm right now.
Yeah, it's made to work on a road that's in bad shape, and our roads aren't in bad shape right now.
Right. Yeah, and originally we had planned for this, I think, like the second week of March, but then when all of this happened, we just postponed it.
Okay.
I still think that it's a useful tool. I believe I've got it in next year's budget. But I've got a side-by-side in this year's budget, and I'm thinking I might just swap the two since they're basically the same amount of money. Look at purchasing one of these so that we've got it in the fall.
Okay.
I'll bring that to the board. Size was this one? I know there's different sizes, so. The one that you brought was an 8-footer. I'd be looking at the 13-footer. Yeah.
Is that the medium? Is that the medium one, Ben?
The 13-footer is the large one. It's 11-foot standard, and then it's got a that can reclaim shoulders.
Right.
So you can run at 11, all of our gravels are at least 22 foot wide.
Okay.
But yeah, I like that option, but with that option, you have to pull it with either a dump truck or a tractor versus pulling it with a pickup. But you're gonna accomplish a little bit more with the larger size one as well. Right.
I'm sure it's probably built heavier and everything.
Yeah, I believe so. And then there's obviously added options and features that you can add.
Mhm. I'll have a comment for you, Ben. I got called over by a gentleman that usually has some comments to make to me and he said our road maintainer guys are doing an excellent job this spring. He, liked how they were pulling the shoulders in and leveling the shoulders off on the gravel roads, and so,
Yeah.
just,
The blade operator in your area has been pulling in shoulders and cutting shoulders and like Beaver Township and Grove Township looks phenomenal right now.
yeah. So, they look really good, you know, they're getting rid of that ridge along the edge that holds the water, so. Just let them know that the public notices that they're doing a good job.
I'll pass that note on to Steve, appreciate that.
I see, Ben, you got my message, on my request for work orders.
Yes.
Do you have any,
So the list that you guys have there are ones that, Sue printed out. Those are a combination of completed and uncompleted work orders. I had a little time, I guess after all of this. I had a little time over the weekend to pull this together and get an idea of where we're actually sitting on work orders. Right now, we've got 139 work orders out there that are not complete. The good thing is about half of them are work orders that we created ourselves. I can break that down for you if you want by each shop.
Well, give me a breakdown on I see it's color coded, we got green, red, orange, and blue. I should get my cheaters on so I can see better.
Those are breakdowns based on what type of work it is. Green is ditches, blue is tile, intakes, red is a bridge, culverts are yellow. It's just a color coordination breakdown.
Okay.
What type of work it is. Like I said, we've got 139 work orders. Majority of those are now in Jeff's territory. We added, he's got about 70 of those work orders. 70 of his 90 work orders are, created by us. We did a lot of tree cutting this winter, and we borrowed EMAs, side-by-sides from the ditch bottoms. And my new hire in this area, he was basically sticking his head inside any cross bites, and if any of them were slightly separated, taking material, we created a work order for it, and eventually redid it and, reset them for time. The boat territory did something similar to this, last year, I believe. I would say that tiny effort, getting that organized, and right to be and obviously I was drawn orders at night, but stays night, that is a long way
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I can give you a breakdown of the ones that haven't been completed yet, if that's what you're looking for.
I guess I'm just looking, a couple of years ago, we did this with Trish, trying to help us get an idea as to what she had on the book. And I guess I'd just kinda like to keep us somewhat updated, so that we know if we're making progress towards whittling away at some of these, or we're just holding our own, if we're getting more in what we're doing, so we can kinda stay in front of it. That's my opinion.
Yeah, no, and, this year, or not this year, this time of the year is when the number is usually the highest for the number of work orders, because we've had the last 4 months to find them, but technically not be able to work on them.
Right.
And you've got more and more farmers that are getting out, getting into fields, and when they're planting their headlands, they look over and they see that an intake's taking material next to it, they call it in. That's just what we run into this time of year, and then we spend the rest of the year whittling that number down.
Right.
Ben, how many get held over year after year, do you think, or from one year to the next?
I wanna say probably 50. A majority of those are, ditch clean out requests, or ditch clean outs that we mark down, that we just can't physically get to. I mean, if I put a crew on ditch cleaning, we could work year round, every day, and never catch up.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
That's all I had.
Looks good, appreciate it.
All right, personal note, can we see about, getting together tomorrow? I know I'm gonna have to sign those, permits, or that, if there's anything, I do have a quick visit with you on, weed spotting. We can talk about that. Okay. That, now we're open on our weed control program, so I'm just saying tomorrow would probably be better, if that's enough for signing anything. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Anything else for Ben today?
Nope.
No?
No.
Nope.
All right. Thank you, Ben. All right, thanks, guys.
Thought I had the
Thanks.
literature still on there.
We still have to approve the changing the date of the budget amendment.
I'll make the motion to approve the, budget amendment to be changed from May 11th to May 18th.
I'll second it.
Do you have to have a time on that? Just,
Probably should have put the time.
you wanna do it right away at 8:35?
8:35.
Yeah.
That way we
We
don't
wanna
have
make
to
it for
worry.
like 10:15.
Please, no.
So, we've got a first and a second for 8:35 on May 18th.
Yep.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? May 18th, 8:35. All right. Ricky, anything else from past the budget amendment?
Nope, I don't, I wanted to say thank you very much to Rick for getting our drop box securely anchored to the ground. That was very nice.
Did he complain while he was doing it, or did he do a good job?
I never even saw him, he was here and he was gone.
Yeah.
That fast. Like Flash Gordon.
Oh,
Yeah, not
man.
quite.
Wow.
Yeah, that is, you already mentioned, it's been, turned out to be a very good deal.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a good thing, that way people can drop stuff off,
Yeah.
saves them mailing postage for everyone, and it's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
I agree.
And thank you very much for fastening it down, just in case somebody wanted to take it home with them.
Yeah, well, they're gonna struggle now.
Good job, Rick.
Yeah.
I did want to remind people that that's not an official drop box for ballots, though, if they're doing an absentee ballot. Ballots that are being sent out to people have postage already on them. Please put them in the post office box. The mailboxes for securing ballots is very stringent, and our drop box out here does not meet those requirements.
So it won't be counted if it was in there.
I can't say it will be counted,
It wouldn't be
you're not supposed to
You're not
use
supposed
it.
to do it.
Yeah.
Because they have to be postmarked, correct?
Yep, and they already have postage on them, so please just mail them, and
Yeah,
get them back to us that way, so.
you make sure that's,
Yep.
Maybe we should,
make sure the paper knows that.
Kent
Kent.
still on there?
Yep, Kent is on, well, Jeff is there,
Oh.
oh, yeah,
Donovan's there.
okay.
Get the word out, guys.
Please?
Yes, big confusion for elections coming up.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have anything?
I got a couple more little clubbies, man.
How's the corn planting in Humboldt County, is it done, Eric?
The corn planting is very close to being done, and it's a phenomenal amount of soybeans that have been planted.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the most frantic pace I have ever seen, ever.
That's good, though.
Yeah, it's,
Thousands of soybeans in particular, thousands of acres of soybeans planted, and it's still April.
Yeah.
That's unprecedented,
yeah.
That hasn't happened in years.
Mhm.
but it's been going very good for the guys. I mean, they remember the last 4 or 5 years, and we know the weather has been nothing but terrible.
Yeah,
They're
so,
making up for
It's almost been perfect
it has
conditions,
been
Yeah.
perfect.
so,
So it's been very frantic, but good. If there's nothing else, I would look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.